All right, so tell me your full name and where you're from.
Brian Myers, Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas. And Brian, what was life like before you began our Ultimate Fitness program?
Well, the funny thing is, Hut, that I work at a healthcare risk management company. And even here at the company, they had all kinds of, fruits and vegetables to eat. Here, there's no candy bars here, nothing like that. But on lunch, I would go out. I would, think I was doing something good, but I would overeat. I was just wasting away calories. I drank a ton of calories in the evenings, on the weekends. And, for a long time, I really haven't done any fast food. Okay, I knew to kind of stay away from some of that fast food. But still, it wasn't until some of those things in your program that I learned of, what to eat and what to stay away from, that I realized how bad I was really doing. I mean, I was bringing in calories, and then I was working out maybe 3-4 times a week, but my workouts were unproductive. Like at first, I felt good because I was getting my heart rate up, but I wasn't seeing a difference in my body. And I'm thinking to myself, I used to be an athlete, and I used to be able to be invincible and unstoppable. And then now I'm struggling with a 45-minute workout, thinking I'm doing something good, and I just wasn't doing the right stuff.
Yep.
So, here I was walking around anywhere between 290 and 310 pounds, and I'm a big guy anyhow, and I'm thinking life is fine.
Yeah. Yeah. And how did that make you feel, those type of changes you went through after being such an outstanding athlete?
Well, like I was telling you, from the day I was born all the way through college, I played football. I was team captain all the time, and I was a starting quarterback, and I was just, like I said, I was invincible. And then you get out of college, you get into life, you start getting older, and you start thinking, oh, my body's supposed to go through this transformation. So you're still eating the things that you were doing, but you're not doing that intense training every single day that you had someone there barking orders out at you, making sure you were doing it. And I was held accountable by my team, by my coaches, by my fans. And then you get outside of that and you start, every year you start noticing you're gaining a little bit more weight, and you think that's the only thing that's happening. Well, what I realized is how weak I was, how I lost muscle. So I was gaining weight and losing muscle at the same time. So as I gained weight, which I perceived as being fat, I might gain 2-3 pounds. Oh yeah, I'm 5 pounds heavier this year. Well, it was probably more like 8-9 pounds of fat because I was losing muscle. And no one thinks about that. I didn't think about that.
Not at all.
So, I was weak. I work on the 15th floor here, and there was no way I could walk up the stairs to come to work beforehand. I mean, I got up here, I'd be sweating,
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Yeah. And now, were you skeptical whether or not our program could really help you get back on track?
Well, I was skeptical about the program at first because I started looking at the material and I started thinking, okay, I know how to do this stuff. I know I need to work out. I know I need to eat right. But it wasn't until I really started taking it seriously that I started realizing, man, I had a lot to learn. I was very skeptical about the program because I know how to lift weights, is what I said. And I did know how, that doesn't mean I did it. And I know that I need to get cardio workouts in. Well, that doesn't mean I was doing it effectively. And the biggest thing for me is that, I thought that just because I was working out, I can eat whatever I want. Oh, I had a good workout today, so yeah, I'll go get that breakfast sandwich down the road or something,
Yeah.
And it's just, you can't do that.
No, not at all. And what type of results did you achieve, following our program, and how did that affect you?
I weighed in at 290 pounds when I started the program. And I thought, I got a lot of muscle, I'm a big guy, and I am. And I started thinking, oh, my legs are half that weight, you know, just my big thighs and my legs. I'm just a big guy. So I'm all, you know, that's just, it was normal for me. But then, and I was 37% body fat. 37% body fat. After the program, I dropped 40 pounds down to 250 pounds where I'm at today. And I'm at 18% body fat.
Outstanding.
18% body fat. And that's a huge difference. And I know I have a long way to go yet before I want to get to the goals that I want to achieve. But now I know exactly what it takes to achieve them. Now I know what changes I had to make in my life.
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel great. I'm jogging up the stairs in the morning. Every time I leave here, I normally go down the stairs most of the time when I leave here. And it's a lifestyle,
yep.
Right? I'm surrounded here at work by only the things that I want. We have, very expensive blender that we put in the kitchen here, right? And it was well worth the investment because that my fuel comes out of that blender. And I work out every single day. I actually don't take a day off. But my days, what I would call a day off, is a light day.
Yep.
That's when I go in and I kind of do more talking than lifting, and I'm looking at the people, and I'm just kind of taking it easy because it's just easier for me. I'm in the habit. I just do it every day.
Great.
I come in here every morning fired up, ready to go. I have more energy. I don't think I told you this, but I used to take sleeping aids to help me sleep at night because my job is very stressful. I'm in a very stressful point in my life. Some of it's good stress, but it's very stressful. I got a lot of stuff going on. So I used to take medicine, that helped me sleep at night. And, the whole thing is it's non-narcotic and that it's non-addictive and all that. And hey, anytime you need help sleeping, just take one of these. And I haven't even thought about it. They're not even in my house. Okay, I don't have that stuff in my house. I'm healthier. I don't have cold medicines in my house because I don't need them. I don't get sick. I'm eating right. I'm taking care of my body, and I'm doing the things that it takes. I'm happier. I sleep beautifully. I wake up. We had a huge storm coming through last night. Didn't hear a thing, that's the bad part. Didn't hear a thing, but I slept through the whole thing.
Awesome.
Because it's just I wake up fired up and ready to go.
That's awesome, man. That feels good, don't it?
Well, I tell you what, and being in the healthcare industry, one of the things that it's helped my job because I've refocused even my job a little bit with our shareholders, and we started looking at productivity on the workplace and how it relates to healthcare and how people take care of themselves and how if they're overweight or if they're eating right and if they're doing the things that they're supposed to do. And all these studies out there prove that you're less productive. You have a higher rate of absenteeism from your work, and they're less productive. I'm a case in point, man, because ever since this program, you can ask my boss, I'm way more productive. I don't miss a day. I don't get sick. If I miss a day, it's because I'm doing something fun.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, you had told me about a contest that you had entered before this program. Tell me a little bit about that and what came of it.
I'm getting married in a couple of months, and the wedding party decided to have a Biggest Loser contest. Well, at work, we decided to have a Biggest Loser contest as well. So what we did is we kind of opened it up to just people and friends and people from work and all that. And so we had all these people that were in this Biggest Loser contest. And what it was is an 8-week program that was the person who would lose the largest percentage of body weight, which is not really the best measurement, but the largest percentage of body weight would win, and a large sum of money. And in order to participate, the way that I had little side bets going is that if I lost, I was going to have to pay out $300, right? So, and I didn't want to pay $300. So we started this program, and we started weighing in, and my weight kind of was staying the same. I started getting on this program. I started getting involved, started hitting the gym, right, and really doing the right stuff. And my buddy and myself, we kind of ran away from the crowd, and most of the people just kind of dropped off and gave up, okay, and then it was between the two of us really to pull away the winner. And so I talked with him, and he said what he was doing is he didn't exercise a bit, and he was losing weight. He goes, man, you're out there sweating, working all hard. You get up early in the morning and you work out hard. He goes, shoot, I stopped eating my kids' leftovers, and I'm losing weight. And I'm like, okay, and I'm getting scared, I'm like, fine, and I stuck to the program though. I lost, the way it worked out at the end, okay, is that we went into the last week and we were neck and neck. We were like 0.01% away from each other. We were under a pound away from each other comparatively. And I thought, what do? Do I starve myself the rest of the week? Do I, do extra cardio? Do I do extra lifting? What is it that I should do? Well, I talked to you, Hut, and you said, dude, just stay on the program. If you want to do a little extra cardio, you can, but for the most part, I would just stay with the program. Don't worry about that guy. And I didn't worry about it, right? And I just stayed with the program, and I beat him. I lost 19% of my body weight, I think is what it said, and he lost 18% of his body weight. I lost 20% of my body weight. He lost 18% of his body weight. Those were the final numbers. Oh, actually, they're up. Let's look at it, right? I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay. I lost 9% of my body weight, and he lost 8% of his body weight. Okay?
Great.
And so I won, and I was real happy about it, but I would have been just as happy with losing because I knew I was making a change, and this was my life now, man. I'm eating right, and I work out right, and I take care of myself. He starved himself. He didn't eat, man. He told me, he goes, man, I didn't eat nothing today. I didn't eat nothing at all. I just had some water. I'm like, well, you're losing weight. A week and a half later, he called. We both actually stopped doing everything, and I did. I stopped doing everything. And, I took a break, man. There was friends in town. We went out. I drank some, I ate some, and, and I'm still working out, but, I changed my eating habits for a week and a half, and I gained a pound, right? And I'm like, man, okay, well, I'm back on the program now. It was fun while it lasted, but I'm back on the program. That's what you do if you want to gain weight. And I gained a pound, right? I called him up, and I was telling him about it. He gained every single pound back as soon as he started eating. And he thought, man, I need to start working out. And I said, yeah, you think? So thanks for your money, and you gained everything back.
Yep. That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
That's great. That's good stuff. And now what would you say to those that may be on the fence about, seeking the education and the professional help to help them achieve their fitness goals?
You think you know what it takes. And you can read all the studies. You can get online, and there's all these places out there that'll give you facts, okay? But with this program, it tells you, and it puts it right in your face, and it says, this is how it is. This is what you need to do. And the best part is, it tells you why. It tells you, the whole program, it tells you why something's happening, why you need to do that. And if you're like me, you might have to read it a couple of times, some of the materials. You need to ask Hut, say, I don't understand this. But it tells you why, it tells you exactly what to do. It creates a benchmark for you right now. This is where you're at. So that 2 weeks from now, when you feel like you're not doing anything because you're still in the same size pants, you look back and you see that you did make the progress, and you need to stay with the program and trust it. That's all you need to do. The coaching is something that you have to have. Okay, for me, I can lift weights. I'm an ex-athlete, and I can lift weights, but I don't care really who you are. If you're out there and you're trying to do some cardio work and you're trying to push yourself to where to the healthiest place that you can be, you need somebody there to help you.
Great. Well, your comments are awesome, and you're going to help a lot of people get off the fence and finally take action and achieving their health and fitness goals. And we really appreciate not only your story, but your inspiration. You're rocking and rolling, and we like that.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
All right.